My name is Jonathan Whitaker, and I am the father of Justice Orion Whitaker, my daughter, who I haven't seen or talked to since the day after her 11th birthday on Sunday, October 13th, 2018, when I dropped her back off at her home at the time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do the math on that one. Her mother, Precious Angel Parker, completely cut me off. I don't know why. Blocked me on social media, and right now, this is me being desperate to find my daughter justice. The only thing that the state of Wisconsin family court system cares about is that they get that child support out of each of my paychecks every 2 weeks. And even they say that they don't know where Justice and her mother are. The thing that they do know is that they're no longer in the state of Wisconsin. So can you please help me find my daughter? Maybe search social media or try something that I haven't thought of. If you find her, please tell her to get in touch with her father Jonathan, or Google Joe Blackula. Tell her that I miss her, and as I've always told her, that her father loves her very much. Thank you.
Ooh, I had to belch. I hope I still look good right now. Okay, I'm just trying to get myself together. Filibuster. Let's say something about Jonathan. Jonathan gonna say, she ain't been that quiet that long. Ever. ever.
You say what?
Forever. I said, Jonathan gonna say, she ain't said quiet this long, forever. How you feeling today?
I like your dress.
I still look good right now. Am I sweaty? Do I look sweaty? Okay.
Joe Blackula.
You recording? That you touch! You know, like, hookah. How's my hair? Stop it! I'm straight raw. Stop. I just need something to get my mouth juicy. Wow. I don't get no experience in it. I better prove everything you use. Oh, say. What? You not throwing me off. What did I say? Got to And another statistic. Black girls between 10 and 20 years old make up 14% of the missing persons in Chicago. So again, while thinking about all these things to put in place, for me as well, I drive all over the city of Chicago. I'm always thinking of, what can I do? Like driving, behind a car, making sure I got two cars in between. I've seen where people will stop abruptly in front of you and they'll get out from both sides and they'll try to carjack you. They'll come, you're behind them. They'll get out in front of you and they'll come blazing with guns pointed at you to get your car or to do whatever the intent is. So being two cars behind the car in front of you, if that ever happened to you, it gives you room to get around it. It gives you room to be able to, hit one of them jokers as you trying to get away. Another thing is the gas stations. There are so many carjackings happening at the gas station. Like they'll pull up while you're at the gas station and they'll jump in the passenger side of your car. Like whichever side you are pumping on, they'll jump in that side and like take your car. And not only turn off the car, we need to lock that joker too, so can't nobody get in. I've seen where people, thinking on your feet gotta be like, that's one thing I just always ask God, like just to give me the wisdom and to the what to do in a moment's time just to be able to protect myself. And I seen a woman, she was at the pump and she was pumping her gas and this white van pulled up in front of her and like 4 people got out. And the first thing she did was took the gas pump and she started blazing them all with gas. And they was just like running away from her, like, man, like, roaches when you turn the lights on. They was out of here. And I thought that was so dope that she was able to think on her feet like that, because one of the things I do want to purchase is there's so many things out here that help women and youth be able to protect themselves. And it's a couple things out here that you can carry and it sounds an alarm, because we all can't carry guns, right? I mean, We can't. And guns to protect ourselves, not guns to have just the intent to rob, being able to protect yourself. So there's so many things out here for youth that you can buy and purchase to keep our kids safe. And as women, keep us safe. That they have things where you can pull it and an alarm will go off and it'll be so loud it could distract somebody. Yeah, they have these little tasers and, you know, stun guns that you can carry to just help protect yourself. So I'm always thinking about these things. It's just so crazy out here. So while I was researching this, I started to research a couple of girls that I remembered that were missing. The Bradley sisters. I started thinking about the Bradley sisters. Tianda and Diamond Bradley. The Bradley sisters were missing. They were missing in 2001 in July. So the other day I looked up their story, and it's just so crazy how the mother didn't give a lot of information to help. And it's like, was it the mother? Was it the boyfriend? It was so crazy when it was happening in real time in 2001. It was like, how do two little girls get taken out their apartments? And I think they were living, I forgot those apartments in Chicago, right off 35th Street, off Cottage. I forgot the name of that apartment complex. The night before, the mother took the other two daughters somewhere else, and then they were left at home. And it's just like, you know, I'm not gonna get into the story, but I thought about these young girls because right now, people are still looking for them, and they've got so many anonymous calls of girls saying that I'm Tianda and I'm Diamond. I couldn't even imagine, like 20 years later, you getting a call and it's a hoax. Like, it's not the truth. It's people that's trying to become them to get whatever. And as a mother, it's like, oh my God, like how can somebody lie and say that that's my daughter or whatever. I lived on 41st and King Drive, and they lived on 35th and Cottage Grove, which was like right around the corner from each other. And I remember being sad for the family, but I still don't remember having the passion like I have now about missing girls. And it's just like, I couldn't even imagine what she was going through as a mother, just their family, and still now because they have not been found. So when do you say, like, you know, well, they must be like dead? Or when do you keep saying, like, keep hope alive, like, well, they're coming back? It's just really, really sad.
Yeah, I just, gold. I kind of like, nah.
You said nah.
It's like, well, I'm good at sleeping.
Okay.
And yeah.
How was your Christmas?
It was really good.
Yeah.
So I got a iPhone 12. I got AirPods.
Okay.
I also got like some new pink Doc Martens. And then I got this new sweater that I got, and these new pants that I got, which I'm wearing.
Okay.
And I got a lot of clothes. And then I got 2 Target gift cards.
Okay.
I got 2 Visa gift cards.
Okay.
And I got $50. Yeah, and then also I got like this digital coin jar. It's like when you put coins in it, how much the coin is worth is how much money you get. And right now I have $13.86.
Really?
Yes. I know the name is digital coin jar, but
Digital coin drop?
digital coin jar.
Jar, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but I don't know the brand of it.
Okay.
Ebony, no. I am Ebony San Luis Kelly.
What the hell?
Give me a chance. I am vibrant. I am enthusiastic. I am loud. I am the one you want to know. I am confident. I am sexy. I do phenomenal shit.
Talk that shit.
I am great. You looking at greatness.
Who are you?
Ebony San Luis Kelly.
Joe. Black Killer.
In 2021, on the anniversary of Tianda and Diamond being reported missing, Bobby Rush is leading a task force to help find Black children quicker, just like they finding these white kids. Put the same resources, task force in place that you have for white kids. Put that in place in areas like Chicago and Baltimore and Detroit and whatever other cities are having these issues where the police department are not spending time finding these children. I have this app on my phone called Life 360, and Life 360 helps me to know where my goddaughters are. And when one is getting off the bus or when I'm picking up one, whatever, it's like if they're not in that place at the time they're supposed to be in that place, I'm starting to call them like, what's going on? Where you at? Because I'm learning. It takes 2 to 3, 4, 5 seconds for something bad to happen. It does. And a lot of times parents don't know immediately when it happens. So time passes by. And once time passes by and hours pass by, oh my God, it's like, it's too hard now to pinpoint where they were going, you know, away, all of that. It's too hard. So in my mind, if you not on point where you supposed to be on point in the matter of seconds, I'm like, where you at? What's going on? Because I know the reason why a lot of kids and women can't be found is because too many hours pass in a day to find them. I watch a lot of YouTube and I watch a lot of cases, a real like live court TV of this happening. I see where men have groomed their like young niece or nephew to be like their sex slave, and then they taunt them and they don't tell nobody because this person has groomed them to do whatever they want them to do. I find, you know, a lot of times when, you know, the kids leave out the door, hey mom, going to school, put them on a bus, and then parents find out after school that they didn't make it to school. So knowing right away will help us be able to find more missing women and missing children. I hope they've done something with this task force where when a Black kid and a Black woman is missing, that there's a special force team that can help in finding these missing children and missing women. It's time for us to be first. It's time for us to be important. It's time for when you say Black women and children are missing, that we get on it right away. The powers to be, the people who are professionals in this area, to go through the investigation process to find missing Black kids and missing women. So with this passion, like, I want to support people that are going through this now. I want to find a way to get information out about missing Black youth and missing Black women now. I don't want to wait till something happens to me or my family, then I ask for the support, and now I'm expecting support from people. I'm expecting support for those people, just as people are expecting support from us. I was online and I found the Still Searching Project, and this project is led by Latoya Flowers and Damon Lamar Reed. And when I found this, I'm like, wait, dude look familiar. He's an artist in Chicago. And I'm like, oh my God, he's the husband to Nicole Reed, who I'm friends with. I went to church with Nicole, and we support and follow each other on social media. So I want to read something about this project, because this is now me trying to find different places where I can assist or try to lend support to help mothers and families who have experienced this to help them out, to be able to lend some kind of support. I don't know what kind of support, so I'm researching to just try to figure out, and I came up on the Still Searching Project. So what is the purpose of the Still Searching Project? The Still Searching Project is creating portraits of women and youth who are missing in the Chicagoland area. This is aimed to bring awareness to these cases in hopes of finding real answers. When I was researching, I found the TED Talk from LaToya Flowers and Damon Lamar Reed. So in this powerful moving piece, artist Damon Lamar Reed and filmmaker LaToya Sharice Flowers present Still Searching, Chicago's Missing Black Women and Girls. This piece is a preview to the upcoming full-length documentary that follows Mr. Reed, an award-winning Chicago hip-hop artist and muralist, as he creates a vivid series of portraits featuring missing Black women and girls from the Chicagoland area for the past 2 decades, y'all. In the film, we'll hear why he started painting these missing women and girls, his creative artistry and process behind each painting, and how he uses his artistic expression to keep their memories alive in hopes of finding each missing victim. We'll also hear about Miss Flowers and her personal connections to the project and creative process for telling this story and raising awareness around this important social justice topic. To learn more about the project, visit www.nope, I ain't gonna say that because Jonathan gonna kill me. So when I saw this video, it starts out with LaToya talking about her experience. I'm gonna share with you about a girl named Jessica, her experience, which is gonna bring it full circle about the Ebony Alert, about the task force and everything. Jessica's mother walked her to the bus that morning, as she always do. A lot of times people don't have the means to take their kids to school. We just never know the different dynamic issues that are going on in people's homes. So every day the mother, she walked Jessica to the bus stop, which was a couple of blocks, and they say goodbye, they kiss each other, say I love you. Now Jessica is 9 or 10 years old. Jessica gets on the bus. Jessica has to take 2 buses to get to school. She got to walk some blocks. So she put on the bus around 8 a.m. in the morning. And now Jessica's mother's looking for her to get off the bus in the afternoon around 4:30. There's no Jessica. Jessica's not here. So the mother waits a few minutes, maybe see, the bus stops, but Jessica doesn't get off. So the mother calls the school and she said, hey, I just want to know, my child Jessica, did she get on the bus? They say, oh, ma'am, Jessica didn't come to school today. She's like, what? Jessica didn't come to school? Which is why schools need to let parents know immediately when their kids are not at school. I don't care, elementary, high school, I don't care. After that first period, whenever they take attendance, if your kid ain't in school, they need to be reaching out to you via text or whatever the system is to let you know your kid ain't in school. Goes back to, if we know sooner, we could probably do something. So she calls the police. Now, if you think about it, 8 o'clock to 4:30, that time has passed. Jessica ain't been in school all day. So they call the police and the police are searching, right? So they start going to the camera. So there was a camera. Jessica got off the stop at one place. Then she had to walk across the street to get on the next bus to go to the school. Well, the cameras saw her on this bus stop, and they also saw a man standing next to her. But they couldn't show, because of the cars passing, they could not show if she got on that second bus. And there was no video footage on the second bus to show that she was on the second bus. Now, we saw her on the first bus riding, sitting down, but we did not see her on the second bus. So the police, they did what they do. They researched, and then they saw that it was some abandoned buildings near the area where Jessica was getting on this second bus. Hours passed. Long story short, they went into this house and they found Jessica. Not only was she dead, but she was sexually assaulted. abused in many ways. She was beaten. This poor baby's body. This poor baby's body went through so much. I always try to put myself in a situation. I mean, it's one thing knowing your kid is dead. It's another thing to find out what your kid had to go through before death. You know, and you know, they showed the mother, right? They did end up finding the guy. And they showed the mother in court, and she got to hear all this. She got to hear all this stuff. You know, she got to hear all, you know, what the forensics found, and, you know, how they found the body and the pictures, and, you know, she got to hear all the details that what happened to her baby. And it's just horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. We gotta do some more Jointly Disconnected.
We really do.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. Jointly Disconnected, coming to a TV near you soon.
Coming to a distributor.
Coming to a distributor near you soon.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Not up in here!
That's where the content gonna come in at.
That's a dope plug.
Yeah, it is. That's where the content.
Joe. Blackula.
And Jessica is just one, right? There's so many young girls and boys where adults have just taken advantage of their innocence and like snatched their innocence from them. Okay, let me take a minute. So Jessica is just one story. There are like thousands and thousands of stories like this surrounding our black girls. And we're not going to even talk about the ones that the police departments just say they're just runaways. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of girls who are missing and dead because of people killing them. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of more cases where when people report black girls missing, that the police just say, you know, they're runaways, and then nothing's ever done or nothing's ever found. How many minutes I got?
3.
We gotta do some more Jointly Disconnected.
We really do.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. Jointly Disconnected, coming to a TV near you soon.
Coming to a distributor.
Coming to a distributor near you soon.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Not up in here!
That's where the content gonna come in at.
That's a dope plug.
Yeah, it is. That's where the content.
My name is Jonathan Whitaker, and I am the father of Justice Orion Whitaker, my daughter, who I haven't seen or talked to since the day after her 11th birthday on Sunday, October 13th, 2018, when I dropped her back off at her home at the time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Do the math on that one. Her mother, Precious Angel Parker, completely cut me off, I don't know why, blocked me on social media, and right now this is me being desperate to find my daughter Justice. The only thing that the state of Wisconsin family court system cares about is that they get that child support out of each of my paychecks every 2 weeks. And even they say that they don't know where Justice and her mother are. The thing that they do know is that they're no longer in the state of Wisconsin. So can you please help me find my daughter? Maybe search social media or try something that I haven't thought of. If you find her, please tell her to get in touch with her father Jonathan or Google Joe Blackula. Tell her that I miss her, and as I've always told her, that her father loves her very much. Thank you. Judas and the Black Messiah?
That right there. That just, I got a whole bunch of emotions going in my head right now about this movie. Well, first of all, it was the truth. I mean, we all trying to get ourselves out of some stuff. The agreement he made in the beginning to kind of sell the Messiah. Oh, what's his name?
Brad Hans, Chairman Free.
Right, I always want to think about the gospel singer. Dude was awesome. Dude was off the chain, like in everything that he did. The way he spoke, the confidence, the way he loved his woman. Okay, what's Judah's name?
Bill O'Neill.
When Bill took the agreement in the beginning to go undercover and get this information, like it was cool in the beginning, what happened is he got close to Chairman Fred. And his emotions started bothering him, right? Because he started to care for this man. But a lot of times, once you start out one way, you can't pull back. As I watched the movie towards the end, like after he did that interview and then he killed himself, like, can you imagine those demons messing with you that much that you have to like just kill him dead? He got in bed with the white man.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Then he got something out of it because he was getting paid. What they say, he got paid over like $200,000 over the years. But then the heart, man, you can't control a heart. He really started to like Chairman Fred. So once those feelings started to come up and he started to like be his brother, when he had to draw out the blueprint and he pushed the pad for him to write it, them emotions that dude went through before he took that pen, he was dead already. That right there, and to go in the house and ask him for that last drink, that right there just straight killed him. He didn't want to do it. But once you get in the bed with the white folks, ain't no turning back. And the only way to turn back from it was to kill himself. They kept pulling him in. Okay, you want this cheese? Come on, get it. Okay, you want the cracker? Come on, get it. Okay, we got some more for you. Oh, we got a gas station for you now. Like, what? Who wouldn't want a gas station? And the gas station wasn't even worth it. But because of the love he had for dude, it ate him up so bad, like he had to kill himself. And I saw him on the camera and he said, what are you gonna tell your son or something? He said, I'm gonna let him see the movie. I'm gonna let him see this tape. Cause there ain't nothing else to tell. Like, the real is the real. And I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly. Jonathan, you have to remember, crust has to be crunchy.
Closing words, you got 5 seconds.
I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
Slap them thighs. Don't end it with the click.
Whew, that was rough. Jesus Christ.
Joe
Blackula.